Hey, you right guys, Trace Munch's Joe here, and today we are watching and reacting to episode 13 of episode 13, I think, of Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. Yeah, hopefully this episode is really, really good because I said it last episode, but I think 4B so far has been very kind of weak compared to 4A. Like 4A, the first 4 or 5 episodes, I think it was, were fantastic. Whereas here, I think the only really great episode was for me was episode 10. I think last episode was very weak, and the more I think about the episode, the more I just don't like it. And then the episode before that was a little bit better, but still not great. And I kind of fear that this episode is going to focus on what Strand and John did during the storm. It's like, come on now. Like, at least with The Walking Dead, when it was like after the prison attack, we just had that massive episode, and then it was kind of, oh, where they all dispersed to, where this is like what they're doing during a storm, and it's just not that interesting to me. And like I said, these new characters, maybe I'll care about them eventually, but at the moment I just really don't, and there's quite a lot of them that are being thrown into it. And I know they have to do that because they did get rid of 2 major characters in 4A with Nick and Madison. So obviously they're going to introduce new characters, but to me, none of them seem that interesting as of yet. They could be later on, but right now, not just yet. I've only just no John I like straight away, and then June, she's almost there, but I still need to like Al and June before we get on to these new characters. But we'll see what happens. Like I say, I'm still really enjoying the show. I love Fear the Walking Dead and always have, but I think it really needs to start picking up the pace with 4B, personally for me. But yeah, if you enjoy, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe. And I think we only have, what, 2 more episodes after this? 2 or 3? We're very close to the end now, so yeah, hopefully it's a good episode. Let's do it.
Why the hell did you kidnap me?
Wow, don't be so dramatic. We just borrowed you. You know, we needed to learn some things.
Borrowed you and then lobbed him into a field of walkers with a bag on his head.
A little. Sure you could achieve swill in a year.
Time to stir the beef.
See, I would like these two if they didn't leave Morgan for dead, and we know they're not people of their word, so we're not going to trust them. Therefore, I don't like them.
Yeah, I got some rebar. You want that?
Sarah!
Let him come. I got this. Come on.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's awesome. Why does the van look so big on the inside? Are they living in the TARDIS? What?
What do you want?
I want you to stop.
Oh, look how big it looks.
If you stop trying to help people, then you'll be strong again.
Okay, what is she on about? This is your big mission to try and stop Morgan helping people.
It's better for both of us.
Okay.
I know who
Sure.
you really are.
Wait, who's that? Is that going to be... Is that an alligator on the left? Oh. John missed this keys with his gunslinging ways. Chopping wood like a boss. An axe is an awful weapon to use, I'm sorry, in the apocalypse. Like. Jesus! Oh. She won't have none of it. Yeah, that's who we're looking for.
I can
Yo.
help.
My name's Clayton.
See, I like Clayton. He seems nice.
But I'll watch.
Oh, I hope he makes it now, just to prove Strand wrong. That looks so unsafe, I'm not gonna lie.
What's 2 chance?
Yo!
John!
Yo, what the fuck? Get out of the water, dude! Oh my god.
Looks like you and I are still roomies.
That smile.
And if we say no,
Then I'll take your truck and we'll keep doing what I've been doing.
All right, mate.
You gonna take the truck?
if you think that you can just come in here,
Okay, well, that was just amazing.
okay,
We going with you, bro.
yeah, you plan.
Yo, Morgan's sick. I love him. With his shovel as well. That wasn't even with its, like, its prime stick, you know what I mean? The crocodile's gonna eat it. Ha! Rex. Wouldn't that infect the crocodile, though? Wouldn't the crocodile now be
going anywhere.
a zombie?
Another impossibility.
Alligator, crocodile, I never know the difference.
Well, if we don't believe things will get better, if we don't believe that we can make them that way, if we don't fight for every day, we're no different than the past.
The only difference between
Feel
us
that.
and the past is a few days' rations.
Classic Strand line right there. Oh my god.
I never thought I'd go out like this.
Yeah, traps in a car after a storm. Not the best way to go.
On account of what you and your friends did to me.
That's the second time you invoked your injury to get me to do something.
Well, ain't exactly a skin knee. Be careful up there.
These two are kind of funny together, actually. I
Oh,
like
very
it.
good.
Aww. Oh, I love that. He's told not to help people when he's purposely going out his way to... You know, if you need help, I'm your boy.
You got it.
Oh, this isn't gonna go well, though, is it? Oh my god.
Now if you just release the latches, gravity will do the rest.
I know what I'm doing, John.
Do you, though? John, you might want to move out the way as well. No, Strand. Strand, please. Strand.
Everything okay up there?
Everything's fine.
No, you're an idiot. Are you taking the piss? How? Oh, that is ridiculous. God's sake, man. You are so lucky, mate. You are so lucky. Yo, little Miss Handy, there you go. You need someone like John on your team, like straight up. Why is 4B all about alcohol though? Booze.
That I don't have anyone to drink with anymore.
Oh, Madison.
I got it.
That's a loud sound.
Sorry, battery from the truck had some juice left in it. Enough to call it passed out to Big Scaly.
The music's really good this episode, just
You don't think it'll work?
throwing that out there.
I didn't think you survived a bullet to the gut, but here we are.
Coming? You coming?
Let's go. That's gonna be very loud and annoying. Ooh.
So I found a job that took me away from the world. I made the biggest mistake of my life.
Yeah, no shit. I would have realised after a day.
What did you do?
Just because you weren't able to help me, Lucy, doesn't mean you're not going to be able to help someone else.
I like him. Why is the one good new character the one who has to die? Oh, shit. Lucy. And there's gonna be a beer in there. Ooh. Now you got to go. Oh no. They wouldn't do that. Walkers don't do that. They still go towards the sound. Piss off. Walkers have never done that. They just walk in a straight line. They're not like, there's no sound there. Well, guess we'll turn around. Oh, really? Okay, now I'm just pissed off.
You get her?
No.
Wow.
Oh my god.
We got about a minute tops. Hey, see there? See, we can make it to the other side. I'll empty my pistol. I'll draw those other two over more. That should occupy any gator.
I know, but you shot once and then there was silence, so when they turn back around and not come forward.
You can't fight when you're dead, John.
We could make it.
You can't. I'm going.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
live, if only for a little longer.
Oh my god, you're so weak, dude. What kind of screws up ball open?
It's cold.
First aid kit had an ice pack in it.
Down it, down it, down it. Might have been died just before he got to sip it.
A couple of notebooks in the back. Places where I left supplies.
Yo, sick.
I drove trucks.
Boy. Yo, he died. What the fuck? I ain't gonna kill off someone like that. He was a geese. Yes, let's go.
Morgan?
We're slowly getting back together, I guess.
Hello?
Oh, god damn
What are
it.
you doing?
Oh,
You're trying.
Alicia, my
Hey, where are you? You all right?
Let's go, finally. It's been like 3 weeks. How you gonna do that? Oh, this woman can shut up.
I know her. Doesn't make them weak. It makes all of us stronger.
Yeah, this woman's logic is ridiculous, by the way. Like, she's stupid. Oh, you're so weak for helping people.
I've been where you are. So we're gonna keep finding the people we're looking for.
Oh, you tell her, Morgan. You tell her.
It's working already. We're gonna find them, and we're gonna help them.
Oh, look at Alicia. Oh, my.
Had 2 MRAP. It's a tank. Why? I think
Oh,
we found it.
bollocks.
Back door, 5 o'clock.
Oh, she's about to shoot him up.
Holy shit.
With the guns. Yo. The guns are gonna come out.
Hey,
No! Yep. I told you. Why? Just why? What's the point? What do you gain from doing this?
I'm making you.
everybody get down!
Morgan.
You gotta be taking the
Morgan.
piss.
Morgan!
Oh my, we have to wait till next week, can't we? Yep. 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 Sick ending. I'll give them that. That is actually a pretty decent cliffhanger. I'll be shocked if they all survive that. I feel like at least one's gonna die. I don't know. And it'll probably be a new character. It won't be Morgan or Lucy. Or so. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, I think I'm kind of torn with this one. I think it was a lot better than last episode for sure. This was way better than the last one. Just because it focused on so many characters, which I really appreciated about it. You had Lucy doing her thing, which I think was the weakest out of the 3 stories that we had. It was just her helping someone, but at the same time it had the emotion behind it that made her scenes worth it. And the guy seemed decent as well. It was kind of a shame that he had to die. I wouldn't say it was pointless, because then it got to her getting back to Morgan as well. but it just felt like the weakest out of the three, at least for me. But I like how it had the emotion behind it. She kind of spoke about Nick, how when he was dying, she couldn't do anything about it. So, yeah, Lucy was okay. Then we had like Morgan and the lorry crew, I guess. They were okay. They were all okay this episode. Actually, I think it's the first time that they've not bonded, but they've all been decent on screen together. I think because there's so many of them there at the moment that there's a lot of characters we can kind of like focus on, which I really appreciate about it. So again, they were okay. They didn't really do much. They were just driving around, dropping off these supplies, which they've been doing last episode as well. So that was fine. For me, the strongest was Strand and John. Bonus points for the music with their story. I thought the music was so well done. Fear the Walking Dead does that every now and then. They have an episode that has like a really great score. And this was one of those as well. Yeah, it had the emotion behind it. It's just John tried twice and failed twice, unfortunately. And I think what really made their story work, because while it didn't really lead to much, it was just them trying to get off this little island that they've been stranded on here. No pun intended. Kind of weak humour. But those two's kind of chemistry together really worked. Like I didn't think Strand and John would bounce off each other so well, but they really do. And I think John could be the Madison for Strand, like his the drinking partner, his best mate. I think those two could be fantastic if they play it well with those two. Because they are two. Even though I have my problems with Strand every now and then, like him trying to get the bottle of booze, it's just like really. How he survived that, I've no clue. So lucky. But yeah, but Strand is still a great character despite him having annoying moments every now and then. But John and him are like two of the best characters. So yeah, they could work really well together. I hope they continue with their friendship. I guess they're kind of acquaintances, but we'll get to friendship later on. And yeah, we'll see what happens with their story. But I think that was the best part of the episode. And I think this episode it was a weird one because it was entertaining, but it didn't really, again, lead anywhere until the final 5 minutes. So it's kind of very slow at some points. I still don't think it was an amazing episode, but it was better than the last one, and I'd say better than episode 11 as well. So yeah, thankful for that at least. But I don't know, it just feels like we are coming towards the end of the season now, and I don't know. This villain here doesn't really seem like a threat to me. Yeah, she's got a van with a lot of guns and spraying down on the lorry is going to be a bit of a threat, but her as a character doesn't feel that threatening to me. And her logic being, oh, you shouldn't help people because it makes you weak. It's just like, oh, we're not getting Morgan back to that, please. Please, I don't want Lone Wolf Morgan again. We've done it 3 times. I'm so over it. So if that's their way of trying to get Morgan to go back to how he was with his mind, I'm just so over that. I like Morgan as he is now. As he is now is fantastic. Leave him at that. So I'm glad she hasn't got through to him and he's like, oh yeah, she speaks a lot of sense. I'm thankful for that at least. Yeah, I think it was a very kind of slow episode. It had great moments every now and then. I think the friendship with John and Strand is very interesting. But Lucy, while it had the emotion, I think it was a bit, slow, and then the lorry scenes were slow. We did get a little bit of Alicia as well, which you're going to appreciate, obviously. So hopefully she's in it a lot more for episode 14. That'll be appreciated as well. Yeah, rating for the episode, I'm going to go... I want to go a 7 out of 10, but I'm going to go just below that, like a 6.7 or 6.8 out of 10. Just because it is we are coming towards the end of the season, and I'm just comparing it to how 4A was, and 4A was so high stakes and it was so entertaining throughout, where this is just kind of trying to all get back together. And like I said, we've done it so many times before, it's just not that interesting to me anymore. But I did enjoy the episode. I think it was, like I say, way better than 13, way better than 12 and 11. So there we go. Best episode of 4B is still 10 there. Loved 10 so much, love that episode. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the episode down below in the comments, and I'll see you next week for episode 14. Until then, peace.